You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the January 30th, 2023 meeting of the Michigan City Redevelopment Authority. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Okay, so I'll open this up. Good afternoon. My name is Skylar York. I'm the Director of Planning and Redevelopment for the City of Michigan City. This is the January 30th, Monday, January 30th, 2023 Michigan City Redevelopment Authority. This is our annual organizational meeting. It's going to be held today, and it's held today at 4 o'clock. So I'll call the meeting to order. I'll have a roll call, and I'll call our members. Mr. Nick Walls.
Present.
Bill Gertner.
Here.
And Mr. Phil Lashford.
Here.
We have Skylar York here. And then I'll open up the floor for election of officers right now. Just so everybody knows, we have President, Vice President, Secretary, and I am I'm the acting Assistant Secretary because, like I said, we do all the heavy lifting in our office. So right now, I'll open up the floor for nominations for President. Any nominations for President? We have a full board now. Anyone want to serve as President?
Well, I've done it about 5 or 6 times over the 25 years, and so if somebody would like to do that, that's fine. I'd be willing.
Basically, the role of the president would be just running our meetings, other than me.
Yep.
And I'll be here. Like I said, it's not a lot. So, anyone want to be president, or we want a vice president? How did we do it last year? We opened up for vice president. We've always had a vice president.
Right.
I think I said, was I president? I think I was president last year. You were vice president.
I think we omitted last year as president.
Okay.
So we did not have a president. I would, if you're comfortable, I'd propose Nick Walls as president.
Would you want to serve as president?
Okay, that's okay.
Or
Yeah.
I can. I mean,
Doesn't
it
matter.
doesn't matter to me either.
Like I said, it's not a lot of heavy lifting on this board.
That'd be fine.
I need your knowledge is much more impactful on this board with respect to your. Any other nominations? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any other Oh, I'm sorry. That's it. Okay. I'll call for the vote. Mr. Walls.
Okay.
Mr. Gertner.
Yes.
Mr. Lashford.
Yes.
Motion approved. I'll hand it over to you for election of vice president and secretary, and then obviously I'm the acting secretary, so
Okay.
or assistant secretary, I should say.
Would anybody like to be interested in being the vice president? Either or. I think if you're still out of town, right?
Mhm.
For working.
Correct.
And so
That was the
it's probably
something we
more
discussed
convenient for Bill to be the vice president. I will nominate Bill for the vice presidential
I'll second.
position.
You may call for the vote.
Yep.
Mr. Walls?
Yes.
Am I saying it correctly, Walls?
Walls.
Walls. Okay.
No T.
Just making sure. Mr. Gertner?
Yes.
Mr. Lashford?
Yes.
Motion approved. Secretary? Would you like to serve as secretary?
Certainly.
Yeah, I'll nominate Phil for the secretary treasurer.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? I'll call the roll call. Mr. Walls?
Yes.
Mr. Gertner?
Yes.
And Mr. Lashford?
Yes.
All right, we are done with that piece of it.
Open for general discussion.
Yeah, general discussion is, I think in March we have something we need to do. We're checking in on it. In March we may have some things for the controller's office we may need to do. You gonna look into it?
Sign all that.
Oh, okay, I'll sign all that. So we do, like I said, we do most of the work. It's kind of internal. We probably will. We have some projects that are coming down the pipeline, as you have seen in town. We have the double tracking project. We have I can't even think right now. The station block that we're looking at. There is some incentive pieces of that. There's some bonding pieces of that we'll be getting involved in. More of that to come. Right now I'm working on the bonding calendar for that, and we'll be putting that out soon, but it will involve this board. I'll know more about that as I talk to Randy Rampola in the next probably in the next week. I actually had a discussion with him last week, but just trying to figure out all the details on that. That'd probably be the biggest project, unless we get into anything else in the South TIF. We do have some new roads and things we're looking at down there, so that might involve this board as well. Just depends on how we bond it. That's really it right now. But I do think we'll have some meetings this year. Okay, I do believe that. Nothing intense, hopefully, but it will involve our group.
Yeah, I always find those interesting.
Yeah.
Especially since I retired.
It all depends on how we do the bonding. If it's lease bonding, obviously that's kind of where we get involved. The bonds that we look at right now, they're lease bond. So
Okay.
So we'll definitely get involved in it.
Okay.
Any questions you guys have for me?
Not really. I mean, I don't have any. The important thing, and Debbie's always taken great care of the communication.
Yeah.
And you through her. So, I never. And it's nice to have. We're really pleased to have you aboard.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of town and Bill's not available, and Debbie's sitting there with a stack of papers to be signed.
She's stressed.
It's very inconvenient.
I was talking to Mr. Rampola, one of our bond counselors to us, to the Redevelopment Commission, to the city. And he said he really stressed, he's like, it's really important to have 3 members. He's like, you really want to, he's like, you really want 3 members. Like, you guys have operated on 2 he's like, you really need 3. So I was working hard to find one, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it.
Looking forward to getting involved and learning more about it.
Well, the nice thing is you stay involved through the redevelopment authority, the minutes and that kind of stuff.
Right.
You stay involved with what's going on. You might as park district president as well, but sometimes you get a little more incentive to read it if you don't have time.
Right.
Other than that, if there's no other questions, I knew it would be a short meeting. I just really appreciate all of you guys. Like I said, your knowledge is what is really important to this board. We may not meet every week or every month or whatever, but it's really important. It is a very important board.
Well, if we don't meet, nothing gets done.
Absolutely, I can't do anything without you guys. So
that's exactly right.
get things done. So it's really important. So
Sarah, you don't have any public comment, do you?
public comment.
I would open for public comment.
No.
Okay. Anything else? Anything further?
No, not unless you guys have any questions for me. But we'll keep the communication with Debbie. As I said, we'll have some things probably in the next few weeks. I'll know a little bit more about what we're doing in the future, in the near future.
Okay, we're not going to be traveling personally much at all anymore, so it'll be much easier.
Okay, excellent.
So can I get a motion for adjournment then? If we're ready?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay, meeting is adjourned.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Excellent.